All right, babes, we are recording before your groceries get there.
Yes.
Yes. I was watching TYT before I called you,
Oh,
and they were talking about one of your close friends, Ghislaine Maxwell. And
she's not my close friend.
oh, I thought
I don't know the woman.
you wrote her letters, I thought.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I thought you used to be friends with her back in the day and you helped her recruit. But
No,
apparently I am
I
remembering that
don't know.
incorrectly.
I don't know this lady. I think she's just. Ugh.
Well, get this.
What?
So this was TYT reporting this, not
Hmm?
exactly known for being a far right news source. I think you
Not
would
at
agree.
all.
Okay.
Not at all. Far
Did
from it.
did you know that the judge in the Ghislaine Maxwell case got a promotion by Joe Biden in the middle of the trial and
What?
and refused to leave the case until it was finished?
Got a promotion for what?
I guess to a higher court. They didn't go into too many
Oh,
specifics, but
wow.
still wanted to stay on until the case was over. Um, I don't know,
Wow.
but maybe that would explain why she only got 20 years in prison.
Well,
And
did you? Yes.
part of that is time served because she's already been in for 2 years. So it's really going to be like 18 years from now when this lady gets out, if not earlier.
If she gets out, because I don't think she should get out.
But she's
I
already been
don't.
sentenced.
She's all no. I mean, no. I mean, she's already served 2 years in there already, but she shouldn't get out ever. That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree with you, but the sentence has already come down.
I know.
And apparently, prosecutors were asking somewhere in the range from 30 to 50 years.
Yeah, that's right. 55 years at the maximum. Because then, if she's there for 55 years, for sure, she's not going to survive.
Yeah. Now she can still get out and maybe hold political office one day.
Ugh.
Some guy wrote
Well,
in a TYT and said if she gets out in her mid 70s, that'll be the right age to start running to become a politician.
oh wow. Well, you know what? You know what's interesting though? That Dr. Larry Nasser, I think his name is. He is spending life in prison for all the girls that he has sexually abused because he was a doctor for these girls that were in gymnastics.
And yet,
So
Ghislaine Maxwell gets
and
out
yeah, and yet
early.
Ghislaine Maxwell is only supposed to serve 18 to 20 years for and she's trafficked. She's actually trafficked young women along with Jeffrey Epstein, who was her pimp.
I mean,
So,
the obvious thing is this is because he's friends with rich and powerful people.
well, you know who else is going to be judged today?
Who's that?
R.
You.
Kelly.
Really? I didn't know that.
R. Kelly is going to be sentenced today, so we'll see how harsh of a sentence he gets because he's also sex trafficked women.
I say time served and let him go.
No, I say they both should rot in prison forever.
Oh, maybe they should start a group.
I don't think I want to hear Ghislaine Maxwell sing.
I don't know. Well, they could
Ugh,
advertise it as Maxwell finally works with R. Kelly.
no, shouldn't encourage those things.
You shouldn't, babes.
But bum.
That's so crazy. So the only reason she got this small of a sentence is because she's a powerful lady.
I don't know. R. Kelly was pretty powerful too, and I don't know. I mean, he may
No,
not.
but R. Kelly wasn't hanging around with ex presidents. You know what I mean? On the regular, like this lady was.
Well, yeah, but then he what do you call it? Um, I think the house, the Epstein Island, was destroyed eventually.
They're trying to sell it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
And
I
they're
thought I
asking.
thought it was destroyed.
No,
The house.
the island itself, I don't know about the house, but they're trying to sell it and they're asking like 5 times what islands go for in that region. The
Mhm.
justification is that they're going to give that money to the victims.
Really?
Yeah, because I watch YouTube videos on real estate stuff and they were talking about that maybe 2 months ago.
Wasn't there a mansion that she lived in, Ghislaine Maxwell, and that was destroyed? It was a mansion that was destroyed, but I don't remember if it was hers or uh I don't know.
It's
Something was
possible.
destroyed. But that's crazy that this island is being is trying to be sold
for so much money.
for
But
so much money.
wonder what that's like for Ghislaine Maxwell. Did they come to her and say, you can either threaten to name names and commit suicide in prison, or we could give you 20 years so it looks like we're doing a little bit something and you don't say anybody's name?
You know what I don't understand?
What's that?
You know how if somebody is not guilty of a murder or they're not guilty of sex trafficking, but they'll take a plea bargain for a lighter sentence. I don't understand that.
Think of it like this. If you have the option of spending 10 years in prison or taking it to court and maybe getting a life sentence, which one would you do? I'm not saying I agree with it, but there are certain
Well,
circumstances where I could see
I
it.
mean, initially I would take a lighter sentence, but what if I didn't do it?
There's an episode of The Good Wife, Babes,
Yeah.
and they go to a jury trial. I can't remember what the lady's on trial for, if it's murder or some sort of assault, but they get a plea offer to accept 10 years in prison, and she accepts it, and you find out right after the fact that the jury was about to say that she was innocent.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really good episode.
I've heard good things about The Good Wife.
I like
I've
it.
never seen it.
I thought it was good.
That's on Fox, right?
Well, it's not on anymore, but I believe it was originally on CBS. I remember,
No, it was on
Babes.
Fox, I think.
No,
right?
it was on CBS. It was after 60 Minutes. I moved back to Portland.
CBS.
Yeah, as I
Yeah.
just said that. I moved back
Okay.
to Portland in 2012, and I go to my grandparents' house. They're watching it, and they say that this is a really good show. You know me, I'm thinking to myself, okay, whatevs. And then, like a year and a half later is when I got really sick. I was home, and I wanted something to fall asleep to. And by now, The Good Wife was on Amazon Prime, so I put it on. And after a couple episodes, I really started getting involved in the plot of the show. I haven't seen all of it, but I've watched like up to the end of season 6.
Yeah, because I heard that it's because of her husband's affair, because he was in politics.
That's how it
Is that right?
starts off, but then it gets a
Yeah.
little bit deeper than that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Juliana Margulies is really good on the show.
And how many kids does she have with this guy in the show?
Just 2, and they're both teenagers when it starts out. And it's funny because her daughter is a Christian, and Juliana Margulies on the show is an atheist.
Oh, that's interesting.
So there's some cool interplay in the later seasons of it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. And so
I know you like those beefs.
at one point, she starts to run for political office. She finds out that her son had his girlfriend get an abortion behind her back. And then she asks about her daughter, and they say, oh, she's completely clean. And she's like, great, my Christian daughter doesn't have any issues.
I don't think it's that funny, Bubs.
You wouldn't.
No.
But if I remember
you
right,
find the weirdest things funny.
yeah, she disowned her son on the show for that.
She disowned the son on the show. Her character did.
Yeah, not in real life, but that's what it seemed like,
Oh.
because it disrupted her ability to get votes.
So she disowned her son because of it.
That's again, that's how I perceived it.
Oh.
Yes. Did you ever do anything like that behind your parents' back when you were growing up?
Do what?
Get an abortion without them knowing?
No.
I've known a couple people who've done stuff like that.
No. I did. I can honestly tell you that I never did something like that.
Nice.
No. Because I knew that if I did do something like that, my family would find a way to find out.
Oh.
There are secrets in my family that we know about. We just don't talk about it.
Bring them up here.
So, huh?
Tell me now. I want to know while we're recording.
No. I don't want to put them out there. Bubs.
What?
Come on now, really?
Yeah.
Is there nothing sacred anymore?
Not with you.
Ugh. That is something I don't care to discuss.
Okay. What else?
I'm just saying there are secrets in my family,
Good.
but we never talk about them. We just know about them. They're
Very good.
unspoken.
Nice.
They're not. We know about them.
All families have those things in their closet.
They do, and some family members choose to sweep it under the rug and never talk about it, and other family members want to get it out in the open so that we can expose them. So.
And your
I,
family just likes to like avoid the issues. It seems like, for the
I
most
think
part.
some of us do, and some of us don't. I know that it's better to get things out in the open and talk about it because if we don't, it never gets resolved. But some people would rather not mention it to anyone or talk about it, and they just think that if they don't talk about these problems, they'll just go away like that.
Then the
And it
secrets
doesn't
just
work.
keep building up.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work because eventually it's all going to build and it's all going to accumulate. And then somebody's going to lash out and bring out all the secrets that we all know about but never talk about.
That's so crazy.
I know it is. I know it is. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that movie Secrets and Lies.
I know. And eventually, somebody lashed out and said, "Look, I can't be the one to take on these burdens." And yeah, something's going to happen
Mm-hmm.
if nobody talks about their problems.
Yes. Yes. So that's why you said to share your family secrets here and now.
No, I don't need to. Bubs, nobody needs to know that. No one needs to know my dirty laundry.
Well, good.
No one needs to know your dirty laundry either, Bubs.
I remember when I was doing a podcast with Charming Tempest.
Uh-huh.
And she
Did
told
she air
me,
out her dirty laundry?
yeah. And some people speculated that maybe her family heard some of it. Like she talked about having an abortion and,
Yeah,
she
I
came
remember
from a
you told me
Christian
that.
family.
And she did it behind her back.
I don't know about that, but some dude gets her pregnant who I believe you know. And he said something
Yeah.
about a hereditary thing, and then she had the abortion before checking into it.
Did he know that she did, or do you know if he knew that? Because
I know that she told me that. Now, whether or not that's true, that's a different story because this was before I knew her and did, what we did together. What we did together before we did our podcast.
Yeah,
way back in the day.
Way back in the day?
Before I ever met you.
Uh-oh. Is that something I should be aware of?
What, the podcast that I did with her?
No, before that.
No, we never did anything, babes.
I didn't think you did.
Then what are you saying is before what?
No, I was just kidding, Bubs.
Oh my goodness. Well, I have the recordings. You can listen to them.
Nah, it's okay.
Yeah, you're okay, Bobby. I don't want you here. Yeah, Bobby.
No, I don't know. I don't tend to, like to listen to people's dirty laundry and stuff I don't need to know about.
I remember when Christine O'Donnell was running for political office in like 2010.
And yeah. She's a weird one, yes.
She had done a Bill Maher show way back in the 90s and had talked about like being part of these weird ritualistic ceremonies and claiming that she was a witch. So he started playing those clips on his HBO show Real Time. I thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah. That's why a lot of people didn't, thought she was really phony because she claimed that she was like this devout Catholic, and there was like history that she was a part of some occult stuff.
She said that on the show, I think.
Yeah, she did. And that's why she didn't get any votes.
And she just kind of vanished. People were talking about her for a minute.
Oh, I know that. I remember that because this was around the time that I was getting ready to graduate.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that very well. And I mean, she was the top story for a while.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened to that lady, but she seems to have vanished.
She married Bill Maher.
Yeah, Maybe she's buried in his backyard.
What?
I'm just kidding. No, she's been missing for a while, or she's not been talked about for a while.
Yes.
Maybe she's in his backyard.
No, they're married now.
I don't think so. Yeah. Right, right. Are you going to start a gossip column now?
You want me to?
No.
Okay. I won't.
You want to be like that gossip guy Perez Hilton, I think is his name.
Is he even still around?
I don't know. I guess it's a play on Paris Hilton.
That would be my assumption too, babes.
Perez Hilton. Yeah, I don't know if Perez Hilton. Bubs. I knew that was true, Bubs. I just wanted to know if you were catching up.
Yes. I do know who Paris Hilton is. I have a friend who was in the same room with her once.
Ew.
But he's like a construction worker, and he was doing work on a house that I guess one of her friends owned, and he was in the house with her. In the same room.
That's what I remember you told me that.
Yeah, this was years and years ago.
Yeah, but as far as Perez Hilton is concerned, I don't know if he's still alive or not.
He might be. I don't know. I mean, maybe for all we know, he's like super popular still, but it's just not in our world.
Oh my
goodness. What? What?
In our world?
No, I mean, not like in an alternative universe type of thing, but, we don't really watch those types of shows anymore. So it may be that he has his own show that's like the most popular thing on TV.
Yeah, I tend not to watch or read the gossip columnist stuff because that's just not my thing.
So, like, other than like Kim Kardashian, I wouldn't know who the big reality TV stars are, and I only know who she is because she was married to Kanye. You know what I mean?
And then she was famous for that sex tape she made.
Yeah, but point of story is you could introduce me to somebody and say this person is like the hottest reality star in the country, and I wouldn't know it.
I wouldn't know either.
Because I don't pay attention to that type of thing. So maybe like Paris Hilton is like really, really famous still.
Yeah, I'm very out of the loop. I remember in the early 2000s when her and Nicole Richie had that reality show called The Simple Life.
I remember that.
That was really dumb. I mean, I can't believe I watched some episodes on that. I'm like, this is so stupid. And then it wasn't that long, like I think a couple years later, maybe 2-3 years later. I don't remember how long it was, but Nicole Richie had to go and get help for her drug addiction. And I think after a while, she stopped being friends with Paris Hilton, I think. From what I heard. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
Yeah, I don't see the need to pay attention to that type of stuff.
But I'm out of the loop.
Oh, good. I'm glad you don't do that anymore there, Jaylo.
No, I've been out of the loop for a long time.
Nice.
Yes, Bubs, it's not my thing.
So you don't watch any reality TV shows anymore then?
Not really. I mean, I've maybe watched a little here, a little there, but I never really I wasn't like religiously watching it like every single week.
That's good.
I haven't done it since my 20s, really.
I'm glad to hear that, babes.
Because I'm just like, okay, what is this stupid show? I want to watch this.
You know what I think would be interesting, babes?
Yeah.
I told you that I read that show, The Late Shift, the other day, and it was really good.
The book, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Did I say the show?
Yes.
Sorry. I read the book.
I knew what you meant,
but
an
idea.
I don't think everybody else did.
Okay, so here's the idea I had. You know how like late night TV shows, nobody really cares about them anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what if somebody did a late night TV show where they take an aging celebrity, but instead of them doing the same old format where they do a monologue, one or two comedy bits, and then they have a couple of guests, they film their life, and each night is just an episode of their reality TV show.
Their own life.
Yeah. And each night you get like an hour of just this aging celebrity like yelling at people or something.
Oh, you mean like Helen Cushman?
Well, but it would have to be somebody famous.
Okay. Okay. Like an aging has been. You mean?
Exactly. And that's just
Okay.
like the real, and you just, instead of having a regular late night show, it's a late night reality show that airs every night.
I don't know. That might work for a while. I don't know if it's gonna work for a long time.
You don't watch any of those shows anymore?
Any late night stuff?
Yeah.
Barely ever.
Oh, good.
I mean, there were times where I did, but not really. No. Mm-mm.
Oh, you don't want to see
Yeah.
Ghislaine Maxwell interviewed about her newest project. Well, we just bought another island. We got another 18 years.
Oh, right. No.
Yes.
Mm-mm. Yeah, she comes out in her jumpsuit,
Yeah.
her orange jumpsuit, and she's shackled.
Now I
So
understand
she
you're going to be spending some time locked up soon. How are you feeling about that?
so she comes out in her jumpsuit and shackles,
Yeah.
and they have to have a guard with her at all times. So
Or
she sits in the chair. What?
maybe they do a special episode from the prison.
You know, if that show Locked Up was still on, that was an interesting show.
I actually did
Then
watch a fair amount of that in the early
I
2000s.
I liked it too, actually. That was on A&E,
No, that was on
right?
MSNBC on the
MSNBC.
weekends.
I don't know why they don't do it anymore. That was so fun to watch. I used to watch that show, and I used to watch 48 Hours when they had it on there.
They might
Um,
still air Locked Up on MSNBC for all I know.
yeah, that's the only reason why I even watched MSNBC was because of those shows.
Mm,
And then I would watch American Justice on A&E.
that's always fun. What was the other one that dude did? Cold Case Files.
Yes, yeah, that was interesting too. And I
Yes.
also liked watching Biography.
Oh, I loved Biography.
I know. But now A&E shows have kind of gone down the tube. Like there's more reality stuff. And I'm like, I like the special interest shows like Biography.
Is Ovation still around?
I never watched it.
That was kind of like the alternative to A&E. They had more like high culture shows on Ovation back
What do
in the
they
day.
have on the
They
what
would
do they
do
have on
profiles of musicians, but oftentimes it was people you hadn't heard of. They had interviews with different folks. I thought it was good.
Ugh, interesting. I
Yes,
like those kinds of shows
I do
when
too.
they do an introduction to somebody that you may not have heard of, but they're on the rise.
Well, no, it was more like old time people. So I think they did a special on Robert Johnson,
Oh
things
wow.
of that nature. A lot of jazz people. They did I think they did one on like Gil Evans
Oh wow.
back in the day.
Gil Evans.
Yeah,
Wow.
who was friends with Miles Davis.
That's right.
Hmm.
Have you heard of a group called the Kelly Family?
They sound vaguely familiar, but refresh my
I
memory.
I only heard about them like years ago, and I think they were a family that played instruments, but I'm not sure what they do. I have to look into that. But I've heard about them once before on a show. I think it might have been 60 Minutes,
Nice. On the
and it
local
sounded like
on the local
what
news this morning, they were interviewing one of the people from the band Lettuce, and they're going to be performing at Blues Fest this weekend.
"Let us come in."
Okay.
Just kidding. Let us go to the let us go to the blues festival. Thank you, thank you.
You're
What
welcome,
kind of
peeps.
lettuce? Romaine lettuce? Sorry.
That's okay, babe. We're going to have you on late night television soon giving your commentary. The Jaylo Show.
No, I don't think so. I don't know if I'd be very good on a late night TV show as a segment on the show.
Mm,
I don't know if people would be. I don't know if they probably would like to look at me, but I don't know that they would want to hear me talk.
I hear you. I haven't really watched any of those shows besides for a segment here and there since the 90s. The
Yeah,
only exception, and I hate to say it because he's been Me Too'd, is Charlie Rose. I used to watch a fair amount of.
I didn't even watch him. So I used to watch a little bit of Jimmy Kimmel. I don't watch him anymore, obviously, but there
Oh,
used oh mostly. Um, there was this guy named Guillermo on his show,
okay.
and he used to do a segment with Guillermo, and I thought that was really funny because he would like go out and do stuff for the show. It was pretty funny. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it just seems like
but
that's a tired format.
well, it's tired. It seems like it. None of the late show hosts are funny.
No.
They're not funny anymore.
Well, were they ever funny, or was it just there was no
I
alternatives?
think they were. I mean, I have to say that I I thought that they were. I didn't have a problem with them, but now it's just like they're not so funny.
See, I would make the argument that we watched those shows as kids because there's nothing else on.
No, I thought Arsenio Hall was funny, even though there were some things I didn't understand that he was talking about because
But
I was only like
you
9 or 10.
also thought that because you couldn't really watch anything else that was on against him, and because you didn't have the life experience. So I agree with you. I like to show a lot too, but if I rewatched it, who knows if it would still be something I would enjoy or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My a couple of my friends were watching it, and I was one of those kids that was kind of keeping up with the stuff that my friends are watching, and I thought that if I watched it, then I would like it. Like my friends were really into the Power Rangers when we were
Oh, I
teenagers.
never watched that.
I never got into it. I tried to watch it. I'm just like I don't see what the whole appeal
I
is.
remember once, babes, I'm
Yeah.
like 11 years old, and this is the height of the Power Rangers, and I'd heard the theme song because it was everywhere, but I never
Go
watched the
go
show.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Christmas time, and somebody brings up the Power Rangers, and I just say, "Oh, that's the dumbest show ever. I don't see how anybody likes that." And I think my grandmother had bought me a Power Rangers wallet.
Oh jeez. After you said, "Oh, it's a stupid show,"
Well, I
I
opened it
never.
after that,
Oh, I
but we were
never
opening
got.
presents that night.
Okay, I never got that show. I mean, I tried to like it, and I'm like, I'm not. Why do I have to like a show that my friends like? I mean, there are shows that I did like that they like too, but I just never got it. And did you know that one of the guys who was one of the Power Rangers was arrested for murder?
I heard something about that.
His name was Skylar something. I forgot. And he killed this woman and this man. And what happened is that he tied them together and they were back to back and their bodies were dumped in the ocean and they don't know where they are still.
Wow.
And they were yeah, I heard about this on I think it might have been 48 hours. This is like years ago, and they bought this boat called the Well Deserved, and they were just a couple that had grandkids and kids, and yeah, he killed them. He was responsible for tying them up.
Was this guy just on one episode of the show, or was he actually
No,
one of the
he
Power
was a
Rangers?
no, he was one of the Power Rangers. His name was Skylar something, and I forgot which one he played.
I had never heard this
And
before now, so I don't know if
yeah,
it's
it
true
was
or not, but I'll take
yeah,
your word.
and when he was interviewed, he seemed like just like a regular guy who had a wife, and I don't remember if he had children, but he was a fairly a young guy, and he was arrested for murder. It was terrible.
That's
Skylar
insane.
something. Yeah, if you look up Power Ranger slash murder, then you'll probably find a story about him. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. He probably didn't make a lot of money from the TV show.
It's possible he didn't.
That's still
So
unfortunate, babes.
it is very unfortunate. And the couple that was featured in that story seemed like a really nice couple too. And we don't. I mean, it really saddens me to hear stories about people murdered and their bodies were dumped in the ocean and their bodies were never found yet.
Yeah.
Would you stop burping?
Sorry, babes. I didn't know.
At least burp with your mouth closed. Gwoshi.
I love you, Guosi. The other thing on the news,
Josie
babes.
Gwoshi.
Oh my goodness. The other day, killer went up for the parole board here in Portland. Now, they've
Hmm.
only confirmed that he killed one girl back in the 70s, but they think it
Oh,
might be as high as 7. And it was
wow.
implied that he, like, raped 2 other girls.
Oh, wow.
But the parole board, they're not letting him out.
Thank
They
goodness.
said, motherfucker, you're not a Ghislaine Maxwell. Get back in there.
Bubs,
What?
whatevs.
Why, yeah.
You just put that in there because Ghislaine Maxwell has just been sentenced.
I did just put that back in there.
I know.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy. What is the guy's name? I don't think
I forgot
heard.
his name, like Forrest something.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
But
insane. I'm glad they're not letting him out.
I am too. And they found DNA from one of the people that they think he murdered. And I think he's going to go on trial later this year for that murder.
Oh, good.
But the parole board said, that aside, he's not going to get to go in front of them for, I think, at least 10 more years.
I remember when I would watch Locked Up, and you would see prisoners go in front of the parole board hearings.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting when they say your parole has been denied.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they really have to show that they should be let out of prison for either good behavior or that they are unlikely to re-offend or whatever. And some of them are denied.
That's a good thing, babes.
That is a good thing.
Depending on the crime.
Right, but these were people that have done serious crimes in Locked Up.
Smoked a joint once.
No, Bubs, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, good.
Bubs.
What?
What else?
What? Yeah.
What else?
What? Yeah. I love you, but what? Yeah.
I love you too, but what else?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta find another book, babes.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for you to get to 11/22/63.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, well, I mean, you don't have to read like 2 books at once.
Yeah, but I gotta wait for
I
you to
think it's
get
insane.
to the next book. Where are you right now in one day?
Oh, I still have to read that. I'm thinking I'm close to being at the end because it said the next story is at 11:55 p.m.
That makes me feel good.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes, Bubs.
Are you excited about going with me one day to the Blues Fest this year?
Yes, and I did email them last night actually, and they will get back to me. So hopefully I'll hear from them today.
I'm a little bit nervous only because I'm wondering if I could dance as much as I did in previous years because my body's not used to dancing that long.
Your body's not used to being out there that long?
Dancing that long, babes.
Dancing that long. Okay, you faded out when you said that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Well, how do you know that you don't think your body would be able to dance that long?
I'm just saying I'm nervous because it's been a while, babes.
Okay.
Yes. But we'll make it work. I might have to soak my feet in Epsom salt.
Oh yeah, water and Epsom salt. Epsom salt would be good.
It's not Epsom salt. What's it called?
What? I said Epsom salt.
Oh, it is called Epsom salt.
Yeah, Epsom salt. Yep.
Nice. Very good, babes. Very good. Are your ears clean?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Bubs.
What?
Would you stop it?
I'm just making sure, Jaylo.
I can hear you just fine, thank you.
Okay, sometimes they're not clean.
Ugh. Well, sometimes you don't pay attention, so ugh.
Yeah, but I get yelled at even when I do pay attention.
True, but
Yes.
But if you want bad boy sometimes.
No, I'm the never not good boy.
No, I'm not even.
Yeah, I'm the never not good boy.
No. But if you like If you put your feet in Epsom salt, that will help, I
Yeah,
think.
I
But
think that's
but
what
I
I'm gonna
think
do.
but I also think that you should get yourself a pumice stone so you could um get some of the stuff off of your feet.
Nice. They're saying
Yeah.
that it might rain on Sunday, but it's not going to be too hard.
I hope it won't be too hard.
And it's going to be, I think, in the lower 70s.
Nice.
So that'll be great when you come.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. I think Sunday would be a good day to go.
Was there any consideration on your part of going to all 4 days this year?
No.
Okay.
I'm not, I mean, I love listening to music, but 4 days is just too much. I
Wow.
can't. It is because it gets crowded, sometimes it gets hot, and I just no. Mm-mm.
I will tell you this. I was nervous when I got my tickets this year that it was
Yeah.
going to be a super hot weekend. And
Yeah.
I'm glad that that is looking like it's not going to be true.
Yeah, because the year the year that I went with you 3 years ago, it was so nice. It
Yeah, it
was
was
so
great.
nice. Did you have do you remember that weekend if there were any hotter days?
I don't think so.
Because I remember that you told me when the weekend was almost over, you had to go home early because you were really tired.
That was the last day in 2019.
Yeah,
And
but you it
I saw most of it though.
yeah, but you had you were just tired altogether though. It wasn't like it was hot or anything.
It was not related to the heat.
Let me just check. I just got a notification.
Oh my goodness. Kayam kabayaf.
Like, oh, okay. Okay, somebody just started shopping. Anyway,
Nice.
sorry, I had to check that.
Oh, you know what? You're gonna have to get some bottled water too, but you already know that.
I'm gonna bring my water, Bubs.
Yeah, you're gonna bring bottled water because they won't let you bring in your own containers.
Oh, I forgot about that. Ugh. Why didn't you tell me that?
Because
I
I
didn't
thought
get
you
it.
knew.
Mm,
I thought
they
you
won't let
knew.
me. They won't let me bring any water.
They'll let you bring in bottled water. I just said that.
But not your own water bottle.
I literally just said that.
That's insane.
That is insane.
Oh, okay. I guess I have to buy
Or we'll
some.
share some water. I don't know.
Do you have any bottled water right now?
Not right now, but I'm getting some tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might. Well, that's okay. I might have to get some on Thursday or something.
Oh. We'll see what
Mm,
happens with that. Jaylo.
yeah. Whoa.
Jaylo. How'd you sleep last
Okay.
night, babes? You seem a little bit out of it.
No, I slept really good actually.
Nice.
I'm not out of it.
Okay. Maybe you're into it then.
Okay. What else?
Whatevs, babes. Whatevs.
Not your best joke, but okay.
What time did you go to bed?
I went to bed, I think about 10:30, and I got up about 6:30ish.
I went to bed at 10:30. I woke up, look at my phone, and it says it's like 1:51.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know me, I'm really nervous. But then I immediately fall back to sleep, get up, and it's like 3:15, fall back to sleep, and then get up at 4:14.
Mm. Interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I had this weird dream that I was
Yes.
at some big event and I ran into somebody I know who I used to be in a band with.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What event was this?
I don't know.
Oh. I had another dream the other day.
What's up?
I know we're kind of telling dreams in the middle of our
Yeah, that's okay though.
episode, but
Let's
that's okay.
mix it up.
I remember I had a dream that I just finished making something in my skillet and it had tomato sauce in it, and I was trying to clean it up, and somehow in my dream my skillet was much bigger, and I got tomato sauce on my pants.
Oh wow.
Because I guess in the dream I was able to climb into the skillet, which was really weird because why would
Nice.
you do that?
Well, you know a thought that I was having the other day, babes?
What's that?
You know how with older tubs, some of them are cast iron?
Yeah, the clawfoot ones. Yes.
Yeah, they kind of freak me out because they're super old. But
Yeah.
I was thinking, how does that work? Because you're not supposed to use soap on cast iron.
I don't know.
But maybe that's why they
You,
stopped making cast iron tubs like back in the 20s.
yeah, I mean, you're not talking about because the clawfoot tub that I remember being in was not cast iron, but it felt like I was taking a shower in a tube.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird. I mean, this is when I first moved to Portland, and I was living in the first house with my landlords at the time, and they had a big clawfoot tub in one of the bathrooms.
Just think, babes, of all the
Yeah.
disgusting people who spent time soaking in that tub over like a century before you got in there.
Bubs,
What?
I don't want to talk about that.
And that tub was never washed
Bubs.
out in like 100 years. So when you
Yeah, it
got in
was.
there, it was just like dirt, like 100-year-old dirt was in that tub.
Bubs.
What?
It was cleaned out, Bubs.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Okay, what ifs?
But I was getting used to the fact that it felt like I was literally taking a shower in a tube.
Yeah, old tubs freak me out for some reason.
Okay, this one didn't. When I got used to it, it didn't, and I never soaked in it. Actually, I never did.
Interesting.
I just took showers in it, uh, but I'm perfectly okay with the modern tubs.
I really take showers now, so I'm cool with all of it.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I like about your shower, babes? I like that it gets pretty hot in there. Like
Yes,
mine
it
doesn't
does.
get as hot as yours does. Yours gets nice and hot, and I really enjoy that.
It does. It does. Yeah. And it also helps that I have a really good shower head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my hot water.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I do.
So, do you think that you're going to build your own cast iron tub after that dream?
No, and I didn't climb into a cast iron tub in my dream.
You climbed into a skillet.
That was my electric skillet.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
No, it wasn't. No, my electric skillet. I should have clarified that. My electric skillet was bigger in my dream, and somehow I was able to climb it and clean it out.
Mm.
And I got tomato sauce on my pants.
Wow.
I was like, why am I doing that? Why do I have to? Anyway, that did not happen to me when I cleaned out my skillet yesterday.
That's good.
But yeah, it was quite weird.
I used my skillet yesterday, the cast iron, to make more pizza, and it came out really good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that the one where you mixed it in with the cornmeal for your crust?
Yes.
Ooh.
I seasoned the skillet instead of just seasoning the dough, and it came out really good.
Ooh, yum.
Yes.
Very good.
Very good, babes.
How much cornmeal did you sprinkle on the bottom of your skillet for this?
Just a little bit, and I mix it in with some salt and pepper along with olive oil, and just mix down the entire inside of the skillet.
Olive oil is really good for pizza crust.
Yeah, it is.
It's very good.
Yes.
Num,
I could tell. Num
num,
num.
num, num,
Num.
I heard that cornmeal is also good for fried chicken, like buttermilk and cornmeal.
I could see that. I've definitely used buttermilk in my fried chicken before.
Oh yes, makes it nice and crunchy.
Yes, it does.
Nice and crunchy. Okay.
We got to get you an air fryer, babes.
Yes, one day I'd like to have one.
Yes.
How big do they go? Because like I said, I have to, make sure I have enough room for that.
They're an okay size.
How big is yours?
Not that big. I'll show it to you the next time you're over here.
Yeah, when would that be?
I don't know. After we sign my lease, if I get to.
Well, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to.
I don't know, babes. Let's hope I get to.
Yes.
If I
How
don't,
long is it?
then I'll be
So
on
so
the
you
street
no, I'm
eating
sure you'll
rats.
be fine.
Yes.
Ew. Gross.
Gross. What were you about to say?
I'm sure you'll be able to get to. But you started this early too, so you're on the you're on top of it.
Yeah, so pray for me.
I might,
Oh
but
my
I will.
goodness. Just withhold prayers, and then when you meet God and he's like, you could have prayed for Rick and really helped, you'll be like, well, yeah.
No, I will.
Good.
I will.
Nice.
I
Here,
will.
here's
I
a
will.
question, babes.
Yes.
You have said in the past that you pray for me, but
Yes,
how
I do.
often do you pray for my friends?
Um. I don't pray as often as I'd like to, but maybe I should.
Oh,
As much as I pray for my friends,
yes. Maybe
that I
more
haven't.
since they're my friends. And I don't pray, so you got to make up the difference.
It's not a praying contest, Bubs.
Okay, what ifs?
You know, just because you don't pray for certain people during the day doesn't mean that God's gonna get mad at you for not praying for them.
No, but maybe it'll give my friends more luck if you pray for them, since I'm not praying for them.
There's no such thing as luck, my dear.
Oh, you know what I mean, babes. Benefits, membership to the club, all that stuff.
There's only one way for them to get into the quote unquote club, I guess.
If you believe in the Christian God, which you do.
No, yes, I do.
Something tells me
The,
that's not the only way.
the truth.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's the truth.
Yes, it is. Well,
Okay.
but wait a second now. I really have a question for you.
Go
You
ahead.
seem to be open to a lot of
I
ideas,
am open to a lot of ideas.
but you're so resistant to Christianity. I want to know why. And I know that part of it might have been because of your grandparents.
Well,
But
not my grandparents,
I
no.
mean, I mean not your grandparents, but your aunt and uncle and other relatives. But it seems like if you were so open-minded, the least you could do, the least you could do is actually look into it instead of assuming that it's just this horrible, um, fun-killing religion.
I am open to it. The problem is I haven't heard a good argument. And I've been hearing people tell me why Christianity is the way for decades, and no one's been
Well
able
then,
to make a convincing case.
well then, why don't you look into it instead of assuming that you have to hear a good argument to find it out? I mean, read some apologetic books on apologetics. Because a lot of, by the way, um, there's a movie that I I've been hearing about, and it's called The Most Reluctant Convert, and it's about C.S. Lewis's conversion,
Oh,
and he was a very um intellectual atheist, and it it took him some time, but I mean, I would do a lot of reading on apologetics, because a lot of the people that got into apologetics were either atheists or they were searching for truth. Um, I mean, just like when we've let, I mean, I've been thinking about reading more Lee Strobel books.
I hear
Um,
you. I would also make the counter argument, why would I spend more time reading about Christianity than I would on any other type of faith?
well, because you've been open to a lot of other stuff, and you've been open to Buddhist
Yeah.
thinking and Buddhist teaching, but why not? Why not check into something that you would normally not look into? You might actually be wrong about it.
I might be wrong about it, but I would also say if I've been open to it for 30 years and no one's been able to make a convincing argument to me, then what does that say about the people who preach this stuff?
But why do you have to wait for someone to make an argument for you? Why can't you search it out yourself?
I can search it out myself, but I'm saying,
I'm just saying, Bubs, it shouldn't be dependent on what somebody tells you.
right, but if these are the people, doesn't it say that something in the Bible about it's the followers' job, the believers in Jesus Christ to preach the gospel?
Yes, it
And if
is,
no
but
one's able to preach it
yeah, but
successfully,
wait. Hold on. That's for believers, yes.
yeah.
But if you're going to wait for them to tell you, um, why don't you search it out for yourself instead of waiting for someone to give you a good argument?
And by the way, I have read books on Christianity.
I think you should read more on it.
Oh my goodness. I think somebody should make a convincing argument.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, if you're open to learning about it, why do you have to wait for someone
I'll
to
tell
tell
you
you?
why. I'll tell you why. One, I've read books about it. And two, it goes back to the thing I am open to learning about it, but I'm not more open to learning about it than I am to any other religion.
Well,
And
didn't you? Okay. So when you read that Lee Strobel book with me, were you at all a little bit curious?
I thought there were some good points made in the book, but there's nothing that hit me over the head like now I believe. But there were some interesting things said in it.
I mean, I would suggest that you read some C.S. Lewis stuff. Like I was thinking about reading his book Mere Christianity because um, this is where I think this is where he explains about his conversion, and it took him a while. Um, I would read books, a lot of books on apologetics. There's so many books out there where I wish I knew about when I was in college because even today I have a hard time expressing my beliefs because sometimes I feel like I'm myself feels like sometimes I could be inadequate, but that's why I like reading books like that because it gives me some pointers
I hear you,
on how to.
and I'm
But
okay. Go ahead.
that's all I'm saying, Buzz. I would read more books on it. I would actually read the Bible itself to kind of coincide with it so that you understand more about it than instead of just assuming that this God uh is not all knowing and doesn't care and is distant. I would really do a very, very deep dive, and it might take you a long time. It might take you months or even years and or decades.
I would
Um,
also
I
ma-
mean,
I would also make the argument, babes, that what does it say that this is the path to God, yet most Christians seem very, very unhappy. Most conservative
most
Christians. Yeah, I
Christians.
would say that.
How would you know that? Have you spent a lot of time with them?
I have. And I'm not saying everyone, there are exceptions to the rule, but the ones I've met, generally
Yeah, but
speaking, seem pretty unhappy.
the ones that you met, those are only a fraction of that.
Right, but I can only go off my experience.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can only go off my experience. I can't
You
say, well,
haven't.
Alana's met people who believe this and they're happy, so
But
therefore
it
it's true.
sounds like you haven't spent enough time around groups of Christians, not just the ones that you know. And yeah, they might be unhappy, but that could be because they're unhappy because of their own choices. And yes, there are Christians that do make bad choices.
Right, but what does it
Um,
say that the vast majority of them seem to me to
it's
be
not the
unhappy?
vast majority. I think it's a very closed-minded statement that you
Like
just
it
said.
seems if you believe that you are going to heaven forever and ever, you'd be a little bit, excited.
And there are some Christians that are unhappy because of their because they choose to be unhappy. And I think and it's sad that they're not happier, but to say that most Christians are not happy is very close-minded.
Most of the ones that I
It's
have
very
met
narrow-minded,
is
I
the
think.
impression I get that most of them are unhappy people.
I'm just saying, Bubs, instead of just making assumptions all day, I would say you should look into it
But
more.
it's also part of that is because it's not just the 10 commandments they have to follow. It feels like they're always following these huge lists of rules of do's and do nots, and they don't want to get one wrong. So it feels like
And that is a misconception that secular people have, that it's a list of do's and don'ts, and that's not actually true. Um, the legalistic Christians who say that they're Christians are following a big list of rules. But the reason why, generally speaking, that Christians want to follow a certain order is because they want to make God happy. It has nothing to do with rules. And once they have that mindset to where they want to make God happy, it no longer becomes rules.
well, then why don't they just follow the 10 commandments if these are the 10 rules that God wants you to follow
Well, the
and then
Ten
just
Commandments,
live by those
first,
10 rules?
Well, first off, the Ten Commandments were a part of the old law of Moses, and the Ten Commandments was thought of to be the schoolmaster. But since now we are living under grace, and anyone who tries to follow the Ten Commandments are not going to follow them all the way, because it's nearly impossible to do that, because people have lied, people have committed adultery, people have murdered. It's not, it's just a school, it's just our schoolmaster. But I think that uh we should move on to a different topic, because
Okay, all I'm
I know we
saying,
have a.
if we reduce it to that, then the most important thing is to believe in Jesus, right? So why not just believe in Jesus, and then that's your one rule, and the
Well,
rest of the time you can have fun?
it's more than just that. It's not just believing. It's more than just that.
Oh,
But like I said, instead of making assumptions all day that Christians are unhappy and Christians are not allowed to have fun, I think you should be open to looking into it at least.
I am open to looking into it, but again, I'm not.
I don't think you are.
No, I think what you're getting confused is I'm not any more open to looking into that than I am into Buddhism or Judaism or other, forms of beliefs. And because I've had limited experience, but some experience with this for the vast majority of my life, it may seem like I'm not open to it, but I'm open to meeting like cool Christian people who are actually happy and who don't talk
Okay.
about it all the time.
Well, why not?
Why not what?
Why shouldn't they talk about it?
If you're a truly happy person, why do you have to talk about it all the time? Just be happy.
Well, you're just assuming that every Christian who talks about their faith isn't happy, and I'm sorry, that's just not true.
I think if it's one of the first things you have to bring up when you meet somebody, it's a significant indicator that you might not be happy.
Not exactly.
Really?
That's just your perception.
That is, but I'm telling you what I think.
Yeah, but that is just your perception. It
Right, but
doesn't
it's
mean
my
that they're not.
perception though. I'm not saying it as
Okay,
a
I
state
think
of
we should
fact.
move on. I don't want to get into the weeds.
Oh my
We could
goodness.
spend all day talking about why Rick isn't a Christian,
And by
but
the
I think
way,
I'd rather talk about other stuff.
here's a question for you. Is Jesus pro peace?
He is, but there are
So,
times. But hold on. Remember, in there is a time in, or I'm sorry, there is a section in Ecclesiastes where it talks about there is a time for war and a time for peace. So yes, he is for peace, but there are times where you have to go to war.
right, but
And
hold on.
and it
Hold on.
what?
You're always talking
You
about.
asked me a question.
All right, all right. Well, I am going to respond. Go do your thing and then I'll reply to you.
Well, I mean, like I said, there is a, um in that passage in Ecclesiastes where it talks about there's a time to die, um there's a time to be born and a time to die, there's a time for war and a time for peace, there's a time for love and a time for hate. And it lists all these things, um and it basically says there's a time to every purpose under heaven. So what is your question?
My question is, babes, you identify with conservative Christians. Like you think that's the way. That's my indication. And they're always the ones pushing us into war or behind the rallying calls for war. And I'm wondering, okay, there's a time for war, but there's also time for peace.
Yes, but that's
When's the time
another.
for peace?
But there is that therein is another misconception by the left. They want to say that conservative Christians are pro-war, and that's
They
not
are
true.
pro-war. They are.
No, they're not.
Really?
See. Every time I've said that, you're never open to actually thinking that maybe that might be true.
Mm.
So why
So
should I
there
even
were a
answer
lot
your
of
question?
so there were a lot of conservative Christians speaking
So
up
why
against
should I
George
answer
W.
your
Bush.
question? So what? Yes, of course, there has been. They don't
Like when he
they
was in office, not in retrospect because Trump made it cool.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there were. I can't say that. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. I'm just saying time for war, but then time
But
for peace.
all I'm saying is, why should I answer your questions if you're only going to say, well, that's not true.
Did I say that's not true? I'm trying to maybe I could use my wording better, but part of it I do like to use verbiage to rile people up to. But it seems to me untrue based on the fact that it seems like conservative Christians are very in favor for forever wars.
But that isn't a fact.
Okay.
In fact, there are more conservative Christians that are coming out and saying that we shouldn't be in wars that we shouldn't be in.
But they're
And-
partially
and-
saying that, babes, because Donald Trump has badmouthed George W. Bush, and they don't like it when...
No, they are actually saying it on their own. They're actually saying that on their own. I can't talk. All I'm saying is, Bubs, instead of making assumptions,
Can I give you a
you
piece?
might
Can I give you a piece of homework, babes?
no.
Okay, here's my piece of homework for you.
I said no.
But teacher,
I don't wanna
you're
do
going
any
to say
homework.
that to a teacher. Okay, let me phrase it to you like this. It would be more believable to me if you gave me an example of a conservative Christian who came out against George W. Bush when he wanted to go to war with Iraq. Not somebody who did it when Trump said it was cool to badmouth Bush.
Yeah, but how do you know that it's just because Donald Trump said it? Because
Well, then show
even
me
if he-
examples of conservatives doing it before Trump said it was okay.
Oh my goodness.
You can't, because it was in the community
No,
it was
but
phrased as you're either with
I'm
us or
saying I
against.
can't believe you're even asking me to do that.
Why is that?
Because it's ridiculous.
Why?
Bubs, okay. You know what? I think we should go on. Move on. Excuse
Okay,
me.
all right.
We are getting way too far in the weeds with this.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Why Rick doesn't love Jesus.
I don't feel one way or another. I would say that the idea of Christianity has led to a lot of deaths. Now, it's also led to a lot of good stuff too. Yes.
And that's another
Look at the Spanish
conservative-
Inquisition.
and
Look-
there's another, and that's excuse me.
Go ahead. Your excuse. Go
That's another concerted effort by the left to totally misconstrue what Christianity is, because they're mostly godless people. So
Listen,
anyway.
there's been some good.
Let's move on, please.
I almost said some good things about Jesus, but you stopped me.
Let's move on.
Oh my goodness, babes. Let's move
We don't
on.
want to be here in this we don't want to be here talking about this all day.
I could,
Yeah.
but Alana gets
People have lives too.
All right. Well, I don't want to trigger you too much, babes.
I'm not triggered. I just think that we get too far in the weeds with this because you want to keep on going.
Oh my goodness. Liz Cheney is finally getting pushed back from liberals, which should have happened a while ago.
I know. I mean, conservatives have been pushing back against her for a long time, but liberals?
About a
yes,
year
they
and a
have.
half. About a year
Yes,
and a
they
half.
have. Yes, they've been pushing it back on with anyway, but liberals are now?
Yeah, conservatives have been pushing back against her for about a year and a half. 2 years ago, she was cool. So let's
I don't know
keep
that
that
she
in
was
mind.
cool. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't. But
Yeah, I'm sure you don't. He said sarcastically.
It was said sarcastically.
Yeah, it was. I know, sarcastic. Rick.
Oh my goodness. Very good, babes. Very good. So, as you know, we disagree about Roe v. Wade. And I wish that it was never overturned, but that's a whole different argument. The one great thing that has come out of it being overturned is Liz Cheney came out in favor of the court's decision, and liberals maybe started to remember that she's not such a good person after all.
So they're saying that she's hypocritical.
I don't know about that, but I was watching Secular Talk the other day, and
Oh yeah, secular talk.
she wrote some tweets or some statements saying that, she's in favor of the court, and it had people like Rosie O'Donnell responding to her saying stuff like, I was almost in favor of you. It's like, you're almost in favor of the daughter of a war criminal.
Oh, here we go again.
Sorry, babes.
Here we go again.
We can drop it. I just wanted to let you know that Liz Cheney is losing her cool factor, which I was shocked that she ever had.
Well.
Because she's pro-torture, and her dad is a war criminal, and she loves her dad.
Can we please get off of it?
Okay, we can get off of that, babes.
Honestly,
does
it have to be about Liz Cheney all the time? I don't like her as much as you do, but still, come on.
That's good.
Come on now.
Well, I'm good. I'm happy for you, babes. I don't
On
like
and on and on and on you went.
I think in some ways, babes, I do live in
Oh,
the early 2000s because like I still see George W. Bush as the enemy. My humor is very reminiscent of that time in American history.
yeah. Sometimes you're stuck in the past.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm stuck in the past too, but still,
Yes.
it's just on and on and on and on.
That's because I have a lot to say and I feel unheard, babes.
Oh, I can hear you. Believe me.
I'm unheard, boy.
Well, how do you think I feel? Sometimes, growing up, I felt very, very unheard.
Well, good. But I feel unheard now, and I felt unheard then.
Oh, I hear you, Bubs, loud and clear.
Oh, good,
I
good,
just don't agree with you
good, good, good. You should agree with
on
me.
a lot of things. I don't when it comes to politics, but
At
when there is
least,
something that,
at least you finally agree with me that Liz Cheney is a bad person.
yeah, I was never sold on her anyway.
Wait a second. So even before the January 6th stuff, you weren't a Liz Cheney fan.
Well, I didn't really. I mean, I wasn't really. I mean, I didn't know much about Liz Cheney, to tell you the truth. I
Okay.
didn't know about her history. So, so what I'm basically saying is, even before this whole thing happened, I didn't really know much about this woman.
Okay, that's fair. Although I wish that you would have studied more in school, but I still love
Oh,
you.
Bubs.
And that's coming from me, who barely picked up a book in school. But
Yeah, I studied more than you did, Bubs.
but you didn't learn about politics.
I do wish that I had a more in-depth civics uh, I, civics experience in school, because when I was in high school, and I really think we should get off of this
We
now.
will.
But when I was in high school, I went to a program about the government in Washington D.C., and I felt very uninformed, and I felt like the other kids that were there were more informed than the kids from my school were. So I really felt a little bit uh I kind of felt a little bit weird about that, and so did my friend. So um and I just wasn't interested in politics at the time, because I didn't know how that was affecting me and my the kids that were growing up with me. So but you know I'm making up for lost time, bub.
Good, babes. I was into politics as a little kid.
Well, good for you, bub.
Good for me, babes. Good for me.
Good for you.
Good for me.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, I love you.
You might want to get your esophagus checked out, bubs.
I will, once I find a good Christian doctor. But until then, babes.
Oh my goodness, I love how you're so sarcastic. A good Christian doctor,
Oh, good,
and you have to
babes.
have that big Southern accent.
Sorry, babes.
Bubs, really?
Yes, babes. Now,
Ugh.
what did you do for breakfast this morning, if anything?
Oh, I just had an apple.
Nice.
I had an apple because I'm like, I need to finish my apples, and I only have one more left. But I wanted to eat something yummy, and I heard that apples wake you up more than coffee does,
I've heard that too, actually.
and they have a lot of good properties.
Tell me more.
I don't know. You've heard that expression, "One apple a day keeps the doctor away," and I heard that there could be some truth to it.
A little bit of truth to that.
Yeah, a little bit of truth.
No, I hear you, babes. They have
A
folic acid
nice,
in it and a whole bunch
yes,
of
they
other stuff.
do. Yeah, and I ate a nice juicy Honeycrisp apple, which is
Nice.
one of my favorite apples.
Nice.
I used to buy Red Delicious apples, but they get mushy really quickly.
They do.
Yuck.
I do like masticating in front of you and others.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
good. You know what
munch,
that
munch,
means.
munch. Yes, I know what that means. What, you think I'm that dumb?
No. There's a lot of people who don't know what the word mastication means.
Yeah, oh yeah, I've heard of mastication years ago. Yeah,
Oh, good.
munching.
Yes.
Yeah, I like masticating in the car.
And in public, it's fun.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll masticate in movie theaters.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, and I like masticating in front of people while we're around the dinner table.
Get our hands wet, maybe.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's mastication.
Yes.
not the other one.
Yeah.
No, I know what masticating is.
Very good.
Do you know what osculating is?
I do, but tell the people who don't know.
Osculating means to kiss.
That's right.
That means kissing.
And I knew
Yeah,
that.
osculate.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes we'll osculate right before masticating.
Or while we're masticating,
Yep.
we'll osculate.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yes. Very good, babes.
I can't believe there are people that don't know what that is.
I know.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what prestidigitation is?
No.
That means holding hands.
Nice. That sounds less lascivious than mastication.
Yeah, prestidigitation.
What she said.
That means that you're interlacing your fingers and holding hands.
Very good, babes.
Yeah. See. I know some of that stuff.
I'm glad for you, babes.
Like.
Jaylo.
Yes.
What did we eat on Saturday?
We had a really good pasta salad.
That's right.
Yep. I made the sauce. He cooked the noodles. It was really good.
Yeah. And we put veggies in it, of course.
We put veggies. We put some pickle juice, some olive oil. Did we put mustard in there? No, we didn't.
No.
Okay. We put some cream cheese.
Dressing.
What was it? Dressing. Yep, that was good stuff.
It was good stuff.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. And then we watched some movies.
Yep, we did. What did we watch?
Klute and The Big House.
We watched Klute.
You wanted to tell me about that film here.
So let me give you a brief synopsis of Klute. There was this man named Tom Gruneman who was missing. And in the beginning of the movie, you see him with his family having Thanksgiving dinner. And that's the only time you see him, and he's missing. Meanwhile, there is a woman played by Jane Fonda. I forgot what her name was. It's escaping my mind. Do you remember what her name was in the movie?
Wasn't it like, it wasn't Beatrice, but it was something like that, wasn't it?
What was her name? It's gonna drive me crazy.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember too. Anyway, she is this call girl who has been turning tricks for I don't know how long. And she ends up meeting Detective John Klute. And he is trying to solve the disappearance of Tom Gruneman. And he thinks that she might know what's going on. Did you say some more about this?
I would agree with you on that. They get involved in a relationship. And we should also say that Jane Fonda in this film is studying to become an actress, but she realizes that she can make more money if she remains a prostitute. So it's this weird conflict that is going on with her mind, in her mind rather. And John Klute rented the apartment below her before their involvement, and then other stuff starts happening.
Right. There was some noises happening going on above her skylight, and John Klute has been trying to find out who it is. Meanwhile, there's another woman who is missing named Arlen Page, who was one of her fellow prostitute friends in the business. And they find her, but she's with her boyfriend, and I think she's strung out. And they're trying to get her out of this mess. Well, she ends up missing, and they find out from some of the madams that hired her that they fired her. because she was on drugs. Um, I won't go into too much detail because there's a lot, but Jane Fonda's character, which I cannot remember for some reason, is talking to her therapist about how she feels about John Klute and says, she takes care of me. He seen me when I'm ugly and horrible, and but he takes care of me, and I feel really weird because every time I'm sleeping with these other men, I can turn off my feelings like that, and I don't have to enjoy it. It's just for money. But I love being with this guy, and I'm a little bit scared, she says, about feeling. Um, so things happen. She um, she finds out that the person that's been watching her, his name is Peter Cable, who works with John Clute, which really surprised me actually, because you wouldn't think it was Peter Cable. You would have thought it was somebody else.
Exactly.
Yeah, which I thought that's why this movie was really good, is because of that. And in the end of the show, Peter Cable is caught, and John Clute waits for her. Oh, I should also mention that while she was trying to get Arlen out of her situation, I think this was no, it wasn't Arlen. I'm sorry. There was a scene where Clute busted this guy, and Jane Goodall almost hurt him, and she took a pair of scissors
Jane
and
Goodall?
I'm sorry, Jane Fonda. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Why did I say Jane Goodall? I'm sorry.
She's a chimp lady.
I know. Jane Fonda takes a pair of scissors and um almost hurts him, and she slashes at his shirt and tells her therapist that she realized that she almost hurt him and she feels really bad about it.
Yes.
So anyway,
And Jane Fonda won the Oscar for this performance.
yeah, the the music was a little bit creepy.
It was.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. I'd give it maybe a 7.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know how well it holds up today. I think I need to revisit this film at some point in the near future.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought this plot was easy to follow. I would probably give it a 7 too.
I was a little bit confused by it, but I think I may have fallen asleep at some point during it too.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
I had to wake you up a couple times.
Are you going to recommend this movie to your family?
Possibly.
Nice.
They might enjoy it.
What's your elevator pitch?
I have none.
Okay.
I don't have to have an elevator pitch for everything.
Very good. And we salute you for that.
Oh, by the way, just in case you're wondering, my groceries should be here by 11:49.
I was wondering, do we know what time it is now?
Alexa, what time is it? It's 11:35.
Oh, shit. Okay, so we'll make this really quick then. I'm just
Yeah.
going to give a brief recap of the movie The Big House, which we watched after Klute, from 1931. A man goes to prison. Do you remember his name?
His name is Kent.
Yeah, Kent goes to prison. He's there for a while, and he's supposed to be there for 10 years. One of his roommates or cellmates almost gets out of prison, but then Kent plants something on him. The guy goes to the hole, breaks out of prison, falls in love with Kent's sister, comes back. Kent is planning an escape. The guy tells him, "Don't do this. You're going to ruin your family's lives." That same guy tells the warden about this. Kent is killed along with some other prisoners. But the cellmate who escaped prison is allowed to leave early because he told the warden about this.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to make that quick because I know you got to run soon.
Okay.
I really what?
No, I just wanted to comment really quick before you make your comments.
Go ahead.
Is that I was a little bit confused about this movie, and I think it's because Klute to me was easier to follow. But go on.
That's so weird because I thought The Big House was easy to follow and Klute was more difficult.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. I really enjoy this movie. I'd give it a strong 7. I liked their other cellmate, which is named Butch.
Yes.
He was funny in the movie. He
Yeah,
kind of
and I
reminded
thought
me, and I'm not just saying
this.
this because Bruce Willis's character in Pulp Fiction was named Butch, but he kind of reminded
Yeah.
me of Bruce Willis.
Oh wow.
What do you think?
I don't. I didn't. Well, I don't know. I mean, I liked Butch's character too, but I don't know about Bruce Willis's Butch character.
He didn't remind me of the character, but he reminded me of kind of like a Bruce Willis type.
Really?
Yeah. I actually
I guess
think
I
that
didn't.
Bruce Willis is the worst thing in Pulp Fiction.
I didn't. Oh, okay. I didn't see it. So
You
I
will
don't know.
eventually.
No, I won't.
God willing.
Who said I would?
Jesus told me.
Really?
Yeah. He came to me in a dream
Bubs.
last night and he said, Alana will watch Pulp Fiction at some point.
Bubs.
What's up?
You stop
You
it.
stop it, babes. I love you.
You stop it.
You stop it. What did you think of how this movie portrayed prison life?
Yeah, that was kind of strange. Um, what I thought it was very well. I mean, I thought it was kind of they portrayed it as very chaotic, especially towards the end when the prisoners were shooting at the cops. The cops were shooting at the prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
What I thought was interesting too was that the one was it Morgan or Kent that was trying to get even with Butch's sister. I think it was Kent, right? Kent.
I think it was, no, it was Butch's sister. I thought he's trying to get even by
I,
going after
I'm sorry.
Kent's sister. So it would be
I'm
Morgan.
sorry. I'm sorry. Morgan was trying to get even by going after Kent's sister, but ended up
Yeah.
falling in love with her.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a really interesting twist, I thought.
And then she was crying because she's like, I'll never see this man again.
But
And
meanwhile,
she
he got
never
out.
did. He did get out.
Morgan got out at the end of the movie.
Morgan did. Yep.
Yeah. It was super.
And
Oh, go ahead.
and Kent did not survive, I don't believe.
No, it was super interesting to see a movie about prison life that was shot in the early 30s.
Yeah, and what I thought the church scene was interesting too because I'm guessing this took place in the prison chapel.
It did.
And you have all these prisoners that are, and there were some good singers in the movie too.
Butch was good.
Yes.
Yes.
And there were some good singers, so I thought it was kind of interesting because you don't really see that in other prison movies when they go to chapel.
Unless it's like a Will Ferrell comedy or something.
Okay.
No, because he always likes to have a singing scene in his movies, I've noticed.
Well, the only one I remember is the one in Elf, but
he also sings in Anchorman, which is a movie I watched the other day for the first time.
Yeah.
It's the best Will Ferrell movie I've ever seen, but that's not saying much because I'm not a fan.
Okay.
There were a couple laughs in it, but it's not worth, all the hype.
Okay.
But he does like to sing in his movies a little bit too much, for my opinion.
Okay.
Well, I have that thing about there's like the early 2000s trope about every comedy has to have a scene where a guy is singing a song from like the 70s or 80s or 90s in it.
Uh-huh.
And you disagree with me on that?
I mean, not every single movie is like that, but
I'm
I
talking
think
about
it is
mainstream comedies from like the early to mid 2000s.
I guess. I mean, you're giving a generalization though. I don't think every comedy is like that.
From that era?
No.
Even Superbad had that.
Yeah, but, I don't know.
I don't know, babes.
I don't know. I do think in some ways it's kind of corny to have those scenes in there.
And it's predictable if it's, every film you see from that era. Well, I guess did The Wedding Planner have something like that?
No, not really.
Okay, that's
The Wedding
good.
Singer. The Wedding Singer. Wait, I'm trying to remember.
I'm talking about the Wedding Planner.
The Wedding Planner did not. The Wedding Singer did not. I don't think so.
Yeah, he's a singer in a band, babes.
Yeah, but that was a part of the story.
No, but it still happens.
Oh, jeez.
And that's late 90s. I'm talking about early 2000s to mid 2000s.
No, I don't think the Wedding Planner did that. No.
Okay, that's like the one trope they didn't do in that movie.
I'm trying. My best friend's wedding. Yes, they did that.
Yeah, and that's also, late 90s.
Yeah, it
They
is.
like to do they like Hollywood is so predictable. It's
Bubs,
what's up?
get off your soapbox.
I'm just saying, babes. I
We
don't
have to. Oh yeah. Seriously.
I know you have to go in a minute, but I don't like going into the movie where I can see every joke coming a mile away. To me, it's not worth seeing
Is this a Rick complaining segment?
then. That's called the whole
Oh.
thing. We've been in that
Maybe.
segment since we started.
Oh my goodness. Maybe when I'm out of town one of these days, you could have like a whole Rick complain segment.
Oh, that would be fun. It'll be a
Now,
3-hour one.
oh, now I don't know if anybody would want to hear that.
Oh my
You could have
goodness.
like a what gripes Rick.
I like that.
I don't know. I don't know that anybody would want to hear that though.
Well, we'll have to see that, Jay. Well, and we'll play
I'll
your
be getting.
voicemails so you can
I'll
still
be
be a part of
getting.
it.
Why?
Because it's called Green Jaylo and Hammond. So we got to have you involved somehow.
I don't think anyone wants to listen to my voicemails.
They do, and I love you.
Do they?
Yeah.
They're only to you.
Oh my goodness, whatevs.
They're not that exciting.
Well, we'll talk about 2000s movies in there and how they always do the singing thing with the guy and the popular song that was on the radio a lot. Even though Alana doesn't think that that's a thing.
Not every single movie.
I'm obviously, babes, I'm talking about mainstream comedies from that era.
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't watch every single mainstream comedy.
Did
in
that
that
happen
era
in
either.
that what's that movie 13 Weddings with that Mormon lady?
13 what?
Oh, it did happen in that movie. The movie with that
Talking about
that lady from Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, 27 Dresses.
Yeah, that did happen in that movie because he sings Rocket Man.
He sings what?
Rocket Man in that movie.
Rocket Man. Who sings that one? I'm trying to remember.
I don't
What part
remember
was
his
that?
name, babes, but they go to a bar and then their car breaks down, so they're
Oh,
still in town.
oh,
Yeah.
that was Benny and the Jets.
Okay, but you know what I mean, though. It
Yes,
happened
I
in that
did.
movie.
Yeah.
Did it happen?
I don't know. I thought that was a funny scene.
Did it happen in that movie You Love, Serendipity?
No. I don't think so.
Okay, that's like the one thing that they didn't do.
I don't think they had that in that one.
Okay.
That I can remember.
Nice.
They didn't. Oh wait, they had it in The Truth About Cats and Dogs.
Oh, did they? Okay.
They did because
That's late 90s, but I hear you.
But I like that movie.
It was okay.
Actually that was in the early 2000s.
No, Truth About Cats and Dogs, I'm going to guess was March of 96, but you can ask Miss A if you want.
Oh no, wait. No, wait. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about a different I'm thinking about a different movie, not The Truth About Cats and Dogs. That's the wrong one. I was thinking about 10 Things I Hate. No, not 10 Things I Hate. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That's what it was.
Okay.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I was in the early 2000s, and they did have that scene.
Nice. Yeah, because they have to. I'm telling you, babes, you're proving my point, but I love you.
No, I don't think they had it in The Truth About Cats and Dogs.
No, but that's my point, babes. It's late 90s. I'm talking about early 2000s.
Oh, Bubs.
But I love you, babes.
This is why it is a little bit irritating to be in a relationship with a movie buff.
Why is that? Because I can point out things.
But
it's also great because if I like something, I'm being genuine about it.
I think for the most part, yes.
Yes.
But you had some misses with me.
But not very many.
Oh, but you will.
I've had maybe 5 or 6 in the entire time.
Yeah, but you will again.
I will again, but come on. It doesn't happen that often.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. As a friend of mine would say. But babes, I do want to be mindful. What time is it?
Alexa, what time is it? Oh, okay.
You gotta wrap this up.
Here. Yes.
All right, babes. Well, I will let you get your groceries and we'll talk later tonight.
Yes, and I'll let you know what I found out in the email once they get back to me.
Sounds good, babes.
All right, then. I love you.
I love you too.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.